Patriots Nation, there is something big happening in Foxborough right now. The AFC East picture just shifted. A direct rival slipped badly and opened a door nobody expected. Behind the scenes, a powerful running back name is circulating, the backfield is changing shape, and there is injury news that can flip the whole season. People around the league are paying attention. Some are already saying the Patriot way is back, but is that really what is happening? You won't believe what we have today. So sit down, hit that like button, and let's dive straight into it. Stay with me until the end because every piece of this puzzle connects to the next one. Patriots Nation, take a breath because this week might have changed the entire direction of the division. While we were still enjoying that primetime win, the rival that acted like it owned the AFC East stumbled hard. The Bills went down to Houston, lost 23-19, dropped to 7-4, and suddenly watched the Patriots open a two-game lead at 9-2, plus the head-to-head tiebreaker. Overnight, the pressure that used to sit in Foxborough moved to Buffalo. But this is the part people outside New England don't understand. It is not enough for the standings to smile at you. You still have to confirm everything on the field. Projections already give the Patriots around a 90% chance to win the AFC East, which would be the first division title since 2019 and the end of a 5-year Bills streak. It sounds perfect, like a script already written, but the math only works if this team keeps the same standard and does not relax into a comfort zone. The schedule looks manageable, but it punishes anyone who loses focus. Right away comes a Bengals team that might have Joe Burrow back after 2 months out. Give that guy short fields and you pay. Then a physical, aggressive Ravens squad that tests your identity on every snap. And further ahead, the matchup that already feels like a final. Bills at Gillette Stadium. Very possible in primetime, with playoff energy and a real chance to pass the torch inside the AFC East. This is exactly the type of scenario Mike Vrabel described in his first press conference when he said the goals were clear: win the division again, host playoff games in Foxborough, and compete for championships. Now that speech is no longer just noise, it is a realistic path. The question is simple: will the Patriots use this pressure as fuel, or will they relax as if the job is done? Tell me in the comments if you think the AFC East is already leaning our way or if there is still a lot of chaos coming. There is another key piece here that we cannot ignore. This cushion in the standings does not show up every year. While the defense suffocates opponents, the offense must keep protecting the ball, finishing drives in the red zone, and imposing the physical rhythm that has become the mark of this 2025 group. If New England turns this mix of opportunity and attitude into a habit, the division stops being a dream and starts looking like Patriots territory again. Patriots Nation, stay with me because now we step into roster talk. When a young, productive, and punishing running back like Damen Pierce hits the market, every serious front office pays attention. For the Patriots, it goes beyond attention. It is about studying the fit. Pierce, who topped 1,000 yards from scrimmage as a rookie and at one point averaged 7.3 yards per carry in 2024, is not the type of player who lands on waivers by accident. Backs with that profile and age rarely become available. In his case, the reason is clear. Houston stacked the position and Pierce became a victim of the depth chart, not of his talent. He lost snaps to Devin Singletary in 2023, to Joe Mixon in 2024, and this year he was jumped by Nick Chubb and rookie Woody Marks. That does not erase what he has shown when he gets volume. And this is where it gets interesting for New England. Even with the backfield trending up, the franchise still carries scars from injuries. Antonio Gibson is out for the year, Terrell Jennings needs monitoring, and Ramondre Stevenson, even getting closer, has not been fully cleared. There was a stretch where the team basically had only 2 healthy running backs. Rookie Tre'Veyon Henderson, the explosive new weapon, and D'Ernest Johnson from the practice squad. Looking at that room, it is easy to see why Pierce pops. Jonathan Ward and Rashawn Baker have value, but neither comes close to his resume. He is not a savior, but he is the kind of piece that changes the daily tone. Physical, violent through first contact, able to move the chains and share snaps with Stevenson without changing the identity of the offense. Imagine a 3-man rotation of Stevenson, Henderson, and Pierce. You force defenses to load the box, you open play action, and you build exactly the complementary attack Vrabel wants. On top of that, there is a detail that has fans restless. The fact that Pierce has not been claimed yet opened a small but very tempting window for New England. This is the kind of chance that does not stay open for long. The front office knows it, other teams know it, and Pierce's camp knows it too. The real question is whether the Patriots will be aggressive at the right moment and step through that door before someone else slams it shut. Since we are talking about opportunity, let's look at the other side of the depth chart with cold eyes. Damen Pierce might be an immediate answer, but he also exposes what the Patriots currently have at the bottom of the room. Rashawn Baker is that raw talent every team likes to keep around. Interesting build, good attitude, discipline. But he has not played a single snap in the league. That weighs a lot when you think about January football and drives that decide seasons. Jonathan Ward fits a very familiar profile, reliable pro, useful player, important on special teams, but without a solid role on offense. His offensive usage has been minimal in recent years. That is not about effort, it is just how he has been used. But for a team that wants to dominate time of possession, control field position, and impose a punishing style, relying on two unproven pieces behind Stevenson and Henderson is risky. In games that define playoff seeding, you feel that risk on every third down. This is exactly where Pierce looks like the natural answer. He has already proved he can handle volume, break tackles, sustain long drives, and still create chunk plays when the blocking is right. In Houston, he was stuck behind Singletary, Mixon, and then Chubb. In New England, the picture would be totally different. He would not need to be the star, only efficient. The guy who comes in to punish tired defenses, convert third and short, bleed the clock, and keep the game plan on schedule. And let's be honest, behind Stevenson and Henderson, there is no one on this roster with a higher ceiling than Pierce. Even with only a handful of carries this year, the talent is obvious. What he has lacked is situation, fit, and a staff willing to lean on what he does best. Vrabel and running backs coach Tony Dews fit that mold perfectly. They value physical, straight-line, disciplined players who do not need the spotlight to impact winning. That is why this whole conversation is so electrifying. The front office knows exactly how big this talent gap is. That little what if is already echoing through Patriots Nation. What if New England brings in Pierce now, before anyone else wakes up? What if this becomes the under-the-radar move we point to in January as the turning point of the season? If there is a time to be bold, it is now, with the AFC East wide open and the division door clearly unlocked. Patriots Nation, if there is one name that can flip the entire mood in Foxborough in a single afternoon, it is Ramondre Stevenson. The latest updates on him are not just positive, they can change the energy of the whole building. After 3 games out with that toe injury, Stevenson returned to practice and, according to people there, moved with the same cuts, balance, and power that define his game. When Tony Dews says he looks like himself, that means a lot more than a simple line on the injury report. What makes it even better is Mike Vrabel's silence. He has not confirmed snap counts, has not said if Stevenson is fully cleared, and has not opened any real detail. When Vrabel closes the curtain like that, it usually means there is a competitive edge in play. The Bengals have no idea which version of Stevenson they will see, limited on a pitch count, fully unleashed as a workhorse or as the centerpiece of a redesigned backfield. In the NFL, that kind of uncertainty is gold. There is another layer that matters a lot: the chemistry between Stevenson and Tre'Veyon Henderson. His return does not erase the rookie, it unlocks him. Henderson does not have to handle 20 touches while he is still learning blitz pickup and reading gaps. With Stevenson back, the rookie can focus on what he does best, using his speed, stretching runs outside, and threatening big plays whenever he finds daylight. Defensive coordinators will live in conflict. Do they load the box to stop Stevenson or back off to avoid getting burned by Henderson in space? Either way, something cracks. This is more than just a player coming back. It is a reset of the ground game. On a team built to control the clock, wear down fronts, and impose a physical identity that changes everything. If Stevenson is truly ready for Sunday, this offense takes a real step up. You balance play action, protect your quarterback better, extend drives, and bring back that sense of authority that has always been part of the Patriot way. And there is one last detail that makes all of this even more exciting. Stevenson returning now means he should be fresh and ready for the defining stretch of the schedule. Bengals, Ravens, Bills, that whole gauntlet looks different when your number one back is healthy, confident, and prepared to handle 20-plus touches per game. If the front office adds another physical piece like Pierce on top of that, we might be looking at one of the most punishing backfields in the conference just as the weather turns cold and the games start to really count. Patriots Nation, what a day. Put it all together, the Bills slipping, the AFC East door opening, a power back like Pierce floating on the market, the clear gap in the depth chart, and the very real possibility of Stevenson returning at full strength. And it is obvious the Patriots are not just reacting to the season anymore. They are shaping their own path. This team has gained breathing room, identity, and a rare chance to take full control of the division again. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe this is the real turning point for New England? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and let's ride this run together all the way to the end.